So it is Christmas. I'm admittedly not a super Christmassy person, and so I sort of struggled to come up with what to do for this video. I'm not having a sort of typical Christmas. We are currently on vacation, as I mentioned in the previous video. And so my initial plan, or the idea that I came up with, wouldn't work. I really wanted to be able to come up with a sort of Christmassy themed, maybe something involving the tree or the presents or something like that for a Christmas video, especially because there are a lot of tingles that can happen with unboxing, unwrapping, or even just things like tinsel. But as you can see, I am in a hotel room, and that means there is no tree and there are no wrapped presents. Instead, while we're on vacation, we're going to sort of get presents from here, for friends and family, if we can find any, and then sort of trade gifts when we come back. So in my struggle to come up with a Christmassy video, especially because I didn't really do anything super Thanksgiving-ish. I mean, I did the autumn video, but that's it. I came up with an idea. I'm going to call this my descent into Grinchness, even though, like, I'm not super grumpy about Christmas. It's just, like I really like the gift-giving and, caring about other people aspect. I just really don't like how corporate it's gotten. I tend to be a little bit cynical about those sorts of things, but, like, we haven't had a new Christmas song in years, or at least not a good one. The most modern Christmas song I can think of is All I Want for Christmas Is You. And so they, of course, play the same ones over and over. And then on top of that, the whole idea of buy this for Christmas, buy that for Christmas, buy everyone's smartphones, buy, tablets, not spend time with them, it's buy them gadgets that they can use and spend time with instead of spending time with you. Which is why I like that we got to go on a family vacation. We're spending time together for Christmas, which is nice. Anyway, so for this video, my descent into Grinchness, sort of, I'm going to tell you 5 ways over the course of my life that I have spent Christmas. First one is when you're a really little kid, opening gifts at like 5 o'clock in the morning because, oh my god, Santa came last night, oh my god, he definitely ate the cookies, you can see that he drank the milk. We used to draw a little line on the cup to see if he actually drank milk or anything. Anyway, waking up super early, opening presents, and just playing with everything, and just the whole place would be a mess. There would be wrapping paper all over the place at the bottom of the tree, and it was glorious. Christmas is amazing when you're a kid. And then the second time is, as I grew up, I stopped wanting to be awake at like 5 in the morning. So I would sleep in, and by this point, Christmas was no longer about Santa Claus, it was about giving gifts to each other. So it was more about giving each other our gifts, the gifts would still kind of be at the bottom of the tree, but, I would say, oh hey mom, here's what I got you, and, we'd give each other our gifts, and it was less about us with the gifts and more about, did you like the thing I got you? And, because with the parents, it's like, you tell them what you want, and for me, it's usually been like a book or something like that. So, and then 3 is, later on it became about trading gifts and watching the parade, so you didn't even really have to put the gift under the tree. It was just, as long as you had it there, you'd wake up, and once everyone was awake, we would trade gifts and watch the parade, because by this point, gifts were not things that you could immediately, use. Like, again, if it was a book, then yeah, I could probably read it immediately, but it was more about watching the parade with the family, and there weren't like toys and stuff like that from when we were kids. They were books and clothing and stuff like that. Number 4 is probably the grinchiest, but I called it hoping our gifts arrived on time and in and out. So for a couple of years, like we never really did the huge Christmas dinner thing, mostly because most of our family doesn't live in America, so we never really had, all the family come down and have a huge Christmas dinner. So for a couple of years we went to In-N-Out for Christmas dinner, just because we didn't want to have to prepare anything, and because In-N-Out's one of the few places that was actually open. I found it really funny, because there were a lot of people who went to In-N-Out for Christmas. I don't know why, but I didn't expect there to be so many people going to a fast food place for Christmas. But anyway, and as for the hoping our gifts had arrived, it was usually because by that point gifts became, last minute Amazon type thing, rather than actually, going to Target and looking and trying to find something that they would want, which kind of sucks, and I don't really like having to resort to something like that. I'm very much the kind of person who wants the perfect gift for everyone, And 5 is not what we've done this year, but for last year and a couple years before that, Christmas with my little cousins, because I have 2 little cousins who I may or may not have mentioned in past videos, but one is currently 7 years old and the other is 3, so they both believe in Santa Claus wholeheartedly. And so what we have done, again, not this year, but last year, the year before that, and maybe even the year before that, is Christmas Eve at night we spend at their house. And the kids wake us up in the morning, again, 5 a.m., and they wake everyone up. They wake up the whole house with how excited they are, and run downstairs, and we open all the presents. And the kids are always so excited, and again, I absolutely love these kids. They're adorable, and they're young enough that they're so excited that they're getting things like, I got a purple sweater, and purple's my favorite color, so therefore, best Christmas ever. And it's so simple and so sweet, and it really warms my heart, but I don't know, this year doesn't feel as Christmassy to me because we're not spending it with them. So hopefully next year will be better, or I don't know, maybe when we come back from holiday, I'll talk to my cousins and ask them about how Christmas went. But yeah, that is my descent in, and I guess also out of, in a way, Grinchness, because I know Christmas can be hard when you are an adult, especially an adult who might have trouble being able to pay for things. And if you're like me and you really want to get the perfect gift for everyone, and you might not be able to afford that perfect gift, but more than the actual giving of the gifts, it's about spending time with people you really care about. And that's one thing that has always been a constant in my life during Christmas, whether it's opening gifts or watching the parade or going on vacation with my family. And yeah, I guess that's it. So maybe I'm not as much of a Grinch as I think I am. Alright, well, hope you guys have Merry Christmas. Happy belated, I think, Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. I think Ramadan is also this time of year, so for those of you who celebrate, happy Ramadan. Happy Yule, I think that's the pagan version. Happy holidays, and happy Festivus for the rest of us. Alright, see you guys next time. the next video should be sort of like this, but if I'm not able to do another video over the course of the vacation, I'll just do an extra one next week.